Hello and welcome to another episode of Crush Crush. I'm Bring Stabbity, the stabbiest stabby that ever stabbity'd, and last time we recorded, we started on Nova.
Yo, let's crash the mall. I need food court fries.
But she needs Avatar of Order to proceed. And we are getting close to the end of Attorney General, so we may unlock that shortly. We'll have to see. Until then, though, let us continue with Marybelle.
Sometimes I marvel that humans will pack bond with damn. We should call it a day. What's with all the poor, stressed out horses rearing on the covers of romance books? Can't be good for them. And someone who spooks an animal so much can't be a trustworthy person.
There we go. She's telling the truth behind those silly romance novels.
When I was small, I used to talk my horse's ears off. Not one of them ever talked back. I know. A horse is a horse, of course. They're not much for two-way conversation.
A horse is a horse, of course. Let's gift you a single apple. A $15 billion apple.
I ain't never really been one to like it when people throw their money about. Something in the way you spoil me makes me think I can start getting real used to this.
Yeah, so apparently, we're buying a Apple supercomputer for that price.
My neighbors told me they have a new pet called Mayo. I knew it was a horse before they told me, 'cause I can hear her. Mayonnaise! What's with all the... Hey, What's with all my... You know, when I was small,
I think that's everything. Let's go to the beach.
Tumbleweed, I can't believe how often I fail. Every time I'm at the beach, I'm reminded why I ride horses. Gosh darn, I feel clumsy, especially in the sand.
Of course she's going to town on the, horsey inner tube.
I've tried sewing, knitting, crocheting, and even weaving. Surprise. There's a lot of leisure time that happens in farming. You can't rush crops, weather, seasons, or animals.
That is true. 50 billion. Talk about hyperinflation. Yeah. You look at that and it's like, oh, yeah, Joe Biden's stagflation doesn't seem as bad compared to the hyperinflation in this game. Yeah, 15 billion for an apple, 5 billion for a pie. Anything else? Nope.
You know, I figured...
Alright, let's give her the rest of the apples.
Well, shoot. Of course it seems nice to live in a great big city
Sounds
with
horrible.
lots of money and endless possibilities.
Lots of money sounds
But
good.
when's the last time you made a pizza with stuff you grew and made yourself?
Never. That sounds very nice. That sounds very nice.
Oh boy, you're in for a treat this evening. Bonbons, homemade dough, baby's hot house tomatoes and peppers, and fresh cheese from my cow Daisy. Let me tell you, you ain't never tasted nothing nicer.
I thought that quadrillion was too much. It's not. I was at quintillion at the start, Elijah. But yeah, that sounds amazing. And normally it would make me hungry. But I haven't eaten in almost 19 days, so I'm not hungry at all.
Look what the horse dragged in. Grab that wheelbarrow. We're moving the manure.
Oh no, not the manure.
We should call it a day and resume tomorrow. I'll be expecting you by 3 a.m. sharp. That way, we can make breakfast together.
She keeps pushing it earlier. First at 5 p.m. for breakfast to go, then 4 a.m. for eating breakfast together, then 3 a.m. for making breakfast together. I will be gladly sexist and say, sorry, making breakfast is woman's work, Marybelle. Please spare me. Alright, let's give you one of those magic candles for $95 trillion.
Holy doggo! I don't know what to say. You certainly are a charmer and a flirt, showering me with gifts like this.
I most certainly am, Marybelle, because you're just that kind of a woman who's worth it. Wow, from a quintillion to a quadrillionaire, what a fall. I know. Anyway, that reminds me of a good joke. The joke normally goes, do you know that women are great at making men millionaires? Yeah, they just have to start with a billionaire. Same thing in this game. Hey, do you know women are great at making you a quadrillionaire? Yeah, you just have to start a quintillionaire. Alright, let's fool a
I
bit
don't
more.
understand the appeal of zebras. They're less well-behaved than donkeys, and they just look like horses that rolled around in striped paint.
But that's what makes them cool.
Please don't go into the fields unless you're in a tractor. Wandering through the crops is an open invitation to get abducted by aliens, and I'd never be able to live with myself if that happened.
Steve, howdy doody. Very fitting that you say howdy, because we're talking with a very southern gal. But yeah, hopefully they're like the aliens from Signs, and I can just splash them with some water and things will be fine. But yeah, the other kinds of aliens, those would not be so fun.
We should call it. Please don't go into. I don't know. Please don't go. We should. All three of us girls grew up on this farm. As the eldest Valentine, I knew I needed to take care of it when our parents couldn't anymore. I'm proud to keep this place running.
Bravo, Marybelle, bravo. That is a fine and upstanding decision that you made. Let's go sightseeing.
My stars! If there's a medal for happier than a pig in mud, then I'd surely win. Did you see all that corn on the cob? Why, it's like a never-ending supply. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing.
You hope they're not like the aliens in Majora's Mask. I remember vaguely the aliens in Majora's Mask, but could you please remind me what they do? But yeah, of course she's having corn on the cob, because she's a farmer. Happier than a pig in mud.
We should. If the horses aren't handled properly, they won't jump for you. They'll stop with the jerk, and then the jerk will fall off. Everyone learns, but not to worry. I experienced that, so you don't have to. Sun's setting. Do you know what kind of horse only comes out after dark? A nightmare.
I love her puns.
If the horses aren't handled, sun's setting. Please don't. We should. Please don't. All three. Sun's
All
setting.
right, that's everything.
Do you know
Let's
what
give her
kind
the
of
rest of
horse
the candles.
Do you know what I like about horses? They're sturdy, and graceful, and dependable, and stubborn, and really hardworking, and also mischievous.
That's a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, puns are great, Steve.
That's what I like about you, too. You're like a horse.
Oh.
It's a compliment. I think you're sturdy.
Well, hopefully I don't look like the backside of a horse.
Yeehaw! It's
Oh,
probably obvious to you by now, but that sweet face of yours just makes my heart giddy up.
I sure can tell. Let's go to jobs for a second. Legal, the law. You can't handle the law. I am the law. Okay, but we still need to bump that a bit higher to make any progress with
Yo,
Nova.
let's crash the mall.
'Cause she needs
I
Avatar
need
of
food
Order.
court fries.
Back to Marybelle.
Yeehaw!
The
It's
aliens...
probably obvious to you by now, but that sweet face of yours just makes my heart giddy up.
The aliens in Majora's Mask, you accidentally wrote Majorca's Mask, look like supposedly real aliens called the Flatwoods Monsters. They go after the girl and the cows. That's right, you need arrows to beat them. That's what it was. I thought it had something to do with the telescope, but you're right. It's the cows. All right. Let's give you. Ooh, we need to get to 61 buff. Awesome. Yeah, we definitely need to get a bit stronger. I'm gonna take 40 minutes. Buff. You're gonna take 3 minutes. The joys of having a times 16 multiplier on mobile, but not on Steam. For shame. All right, girls. Well, we're working on buff. Let's give you one of the jams just to see your reaction. Oh, it'll take all of my money. So no, I won't. We'll just go to the movie theater with you. The worst
In
date.
no universe can you mount horses like that and still expect them to know the way you want to go while shooting at enemies facing all backwards. I can't believe I was the only one laughing.
Everyone else thought it was epic. And you're the one that just broke out in laughter because it was so silly. Or,
Here, give me your hand. My shirt's real soft. Can you tell what it's made out of? Girlfriend material. Just kidding. It's actually flannel.
I'm liking her more and more.
Jumping Bojack will all be. Sometimes you get and sometimes you get got.
Shut up, Bojack. For anybody that's watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged and gets the
Hey,
reference.
listen. Way out here in the country, you don't meet none too many new folk. Imagine my surprise when someone as perfect for me as you blew into my world, Tumbleweed.
That's why she's calling me Tumbleweed.
If the horses aren't handled proper, we should come. Here, give me your. Hey, listen. I've grown mighty used to you as a fixture around this farm. I hope you like spending time here as much as I like spending time with you when you're here.
That is absolutely a yes.
We should call it a day and resume tomorrow. I'll be expecting you by 3 a.m.
Oh no,
sharp.
not 3 a.m.
All three of us girls. We should call it. I've grown my. Instead
I
of
think
having
that's
you come
everything.
over when the sun comes up, I think it's just straight beneficial for you to stay the night here. The rooster will make sure we're up on time.
Ooh, what sort of things are you implying, Marybelle? I'm saying yes to them. All right, well, can't make progress on Nova, because we still need legal to bump up another level. We can't make progress with Marybelle, because we need Buff to go up another level. Yeah, but it won't go up for another 40 minutes on this side. Oh, 36. There we go. So let's go to Babybelle, and then come right back and stop learning Buff on the phone side. So let's go. New girl, get. The morning of the farmer's market arrives, and you sleep through all 5 of your alarms. Oh no! I've done that before. I mean, it was like only 2, but still. I even made sure to put one phone like on the far side of the room, so I had to get up to turn it off. I still somehow managed to go get it, turn it off, get back into bed, go back to sleep, and completely forget that the phone rang. It's crazy. I don't do that anymore, but yeah, that was crazy. In your rush to make it in time, you go barreling into a cask of wine. Or is it a barrel of wine? Handcrafted goods. Crushed! Babybelle's wine infusion coats. Infusion coats jams, pamphlets, samples, and 2 shocked Valentine's sisters. Babybelle's wine infusion coats jams, pamphlets, samples, and 2 shocked Valentine's sisters. The lake of pink wine is starting to spread to the other tables. You'd better help get this cleaned up.
This was my debut! I invited a sommelier and everything. This is sure one humdinger I ended up in.
Oh no! That's what we've done to Babybelle, the youngest of the Valentine sisters. So sad. How could we do this to her? Poke.
Come on now, you're just spreading the wine stain further. Whatever you think you're doing, it's not helping. A Southern girl's only as good as her hospitality. And my hospitality's all over the floor.
Oh no! Poor Babybelle. Very poor Babybelle. Sorry.
This was the first year I brought wine instead of produce to the market. The thing about squash, if you spill it, you just pick it right on up, dust it off, and put it back on the table.
Words of wisdom.
Oh, we can talk about this later. And when a lady says later, she really means not ever. You've got to give me some time to think, and I can hardly do that when you're apologizing all over the place.
I'm sorry for apologizing so much.
This was the... Look here, Huckleberry. I'm busier than a moth in a mitten trying to clean this up. I don't have time for chit-chat right now.
Nope, more chit-chat.
Southern... This was the... Look here. This was... Look
All
here,
right, I think that's
Huckleberry.
everything.
I'm
Let's give her
busier
some
than a
tools.
moth in a mitten trying to clean this up. I don't have time for chit-chat right now.
Oh, they moved stuff around. Okay, that's what the tools are back here. Interesting. They're making some slightly custom modifications for the girls.
Oh, bless your heart. Did you pick this out all by yourself?
Oh no, she blessed our heart at us.
Well, darling, I appreciate you lending a hand with the cleanup and such. I've got more wine back at the house, but it would be a trifle tricky to get it back here in time.
That it would be.
We might as well enjoy the rest of the market. It reminds me of the fairs I went to when I was young. I might just get to forgiving you faster if you win me a prize from the games booth over yonder. Tell you what, Huckleberry, get me one of those little horse plushies so as I can give it to Marybelle, and we'll call it square.
So the thing you may notice, because both of them are showing that I'm getting a diamond due to leveling up the relationship, that means I have not played this before. I have not done Babybelle's route on either phone or Steam. So yeah, let's see what her story is. I had no idea that this is what's happening.
Oh, we can talk about this later. Having all my wine at the stall right at the beginning of the day may have been a poor idea.
Oh no, she's got the pun genes as well. That's not a negative, that's a positive. Actually, I do want to check one thing. While we're going back, we want...
When you kiss me,
75
your
lucky
body
and
looks
wisdom.
nice,
We don't care.
but you must be sexy in your muscles, sinew, and bones. Keep working.
67 angst. Are we working on angst? We're not working on angst. Are we working on angst here? We're not working on angst. Good. So we could do Sutra. I don't know why we didn't do Sutra. Okay. Cool. Whatever. Back to Babybelle.
I might just get to forgiving you faster if you win me a prize from the games booth over yonder. Tell you what, Huckleberry, get me one of the... Now, you watch those fingers of yours. Wouldn't want anyone thinking something untoward is going on.
I do. Puns are always a positive. Yes, they are. Here, let's give you some baby chicks. Some baby chicks for the baby chick.
Oh, bless your heart.
Oh, she's blessing our heart again.
Now, I heard the next market's going to invite some highfalutin wine connoisseurs. I figure I got time to prepare something that'll knock their socks off.
Elijah, yeah, you weren't feeling Sutra. I wasn't feeling neither Karma nor Sutra. Alright, well, good luck on the next market.
You know, I think I just thought of a way for you to make it up to me. On the way in, I'm sure I passed a dunk tank.
Oh, are you a bit hot? You want to sit on the dunk tank?
Having all my... I heard the... Having... You know... Oh, we can talk... Grace isn't a flower that grows in everyone's garden, but people are always telling me I have a green thumb.
Elijah got the pun, Karma and Sutra. Yep.
I heard the oh. Grace
All right.
isn't a flower
I think that's
that
everything.
grows in everyone's...
Let's get some flowers.
Even though there may not be a way to rewind the day, I'm glad that you're here with me.
Rewind the day.
Besides, it'd be a waste to spend the rest of the day moping and not enjoying what the market has to offer. Let's go see the season's biggest zucchini.
That did not interest me nearly as much, but you can make some interesting zucchini pasta, or zucchini noodles out of zucchini.
No one ever made a good wine without crushing a few grapes. Just knowing you're rooting for me makes me feel a touch better.
Elijah uploaded a Pokemon video of me beating a team of all legends without using legends. Nice, good job. All right, let's keep
They
keep
have pig
talking.
races starting soon. We should hurry. There's one called Buttercream that Bonnie thought ought to win, but truth be told, I'm rooting for Sprout.
You know what? I'm rooting for Bacon. Whichever one wins or doesn't win should be processed, should be butchered for meat right then and there, and we can all have a grand big pork cookout. Here, have some trees.
Oh, now I've never been one to look a gift horse in the mouth. Thank you, Huckleberry.
I hope that was a positive.
Now you watch the... They have pig... You know, one of the stalls at the market was selling cheese. The little red ones had my name on them. No, literally, they had my name on them. Of course that's an excuse to buy a few.
Literally, Babybelle cheese. That is the reference that she has.
They have pig... One of the stalls at the... Well, sure you can buy me a drink. A Shirley Temple will do me just fine. What, you were expecting me to order wine? Huckleberry, are you trying to get me all pickled and undignified?
Only a little bit.
I read a book where if a certain kind of plant is pulled out of the ground, it screams. Can you imagine that happening in real life? Terrible.
That gift horse in the mouth expression is ironic. They should have looked the gift horse in the mouth to avoid being slaughtered. Who? Yeah, I just know that it's a reference that what people would do is they'd give you old horses, and you could look in the mouth and see the condition of its teeth. If the teeth were in crappy condition, then you knew that the horse was in crappy condition. But, you know, it's rude to do right up front while the other person's watching. So yeah. And Babybelle's talking about a mandrake. And yeah, it would suck to have to deal with mandrakes.
Grace is... Now, you watch. I read one of the stalls at the market was selling cheese.
Oh, it's not a reference to the Trojan horse?
Had
Nope.
my name on them. No, literally, they had my name on them. Of course that's an excuse to buy a few.
Yeah, nope. Never look a gift horse in the mouth has absolutely nothing to do with the Trojan War. Nothing to do with the Trojan horse at all. It's literally just a bit of British courtesy when it comes to being gifted a horse. Alright, anything else we can do, or do we
Having
just...
all my wine... Well, sure. I heard Grace
Alright,
isn't a flower
let's give you some
that grows in...
flowers.
Well, I probably won't be able to make any more of that wine. The roses are all out of season and wouldn't taste as nice.
Aw, that's so sad.
This may have been a little old blessing in disguise, because now you've given me a good idea of what I want to try next. The joys and the surprising. You'll just have to wait and see till I'm all done.
Oh boy. Poke.
Oh, Bonnie asked me to remind you about dinner with the family on Sunday evening. It's gonna feature my secret recipe for pickled beet fritters.
That sounds very good. As long as you're the kind of person that likes beets. And you don't mind the fact that you're going to be pooping red for a week. Alright, have some apples.
Oh, now I've never been one to look a gift horse.
Alright, same thing.
I heard the next market's
Still
going
nothing
to
new.
invite.
Poke.
Now you
Still
what?
nothing new.
I heard. Well, sure you. I heard the next
Babybelle is
market's
less
going
interesting
to
than her
invite
sister. That's
some
fair.
The three things I know the most about when it comes to dining are cheese, wine, and chocolate. I already tried to infuse wine with cheese, but it just wasn't popular. Although maybe using blue cheese was too rich for some folks' palate.
Yeah, see, the cheese and the wine, you serve them separately. They go well together, as in next to each other. They don't go well together, as in inside of each other. Big difference.
Since my favorite color is green,
Plus
I'm
points.
a little bit disappointed that my green grapes don't make green wine. Maybe I should try adding pickles. Or caterpillars! Do you think that would work?
No, that would not work. That would be terrible.
The three since my well sure one of the stop I heard the well sure you can buy me a drink. Since I heard we'd best
Nothing
settle
else?
I heard the three things
All right,
I
have a
know
bunch
the
of cars,
most about
Babybelle.
when it comes. Usually when I start getting to know someone proper, it's tradition for us to have a picnic. What do you say? Are you going to help me uphold tradition?
Absolutely.
I know the best little spot down by the creek. Oh, I'm mighty excited. I'm going to bring my spicy pickled watermelon rinds. You're in for a treat.
Spicy and pickled sounds good. Watermelon rinds does not.
Are you busy right now? I have a mighty hankering to go peach picking.
You know, she may be less interesting than Marybelle, but you have to admit, she is absolutely cute right here. And some more diamonds. Alright, we are on, we can finally go on a date with her. And yes, peach picking, I'm sure, a bunch of these girls have some, very nice, peaches you could squeeze. Lots and lots of peaches. Man, peaches sound good right now. Oh, speaking of peaches, I got some, white peach electrolyte powder. Oh, it's good. I was using lemon lime, and it's like, you know, it's tolerable, but man, the peach stuff was just awesome. Yeah. Once again, since I'm fasting, I do need to make sure to get a bunch of electrolytes. So both, making sure for, like, salt, but also for, potassium, magnesium, calcium, things like that. Peach stuff is always good. It is. It is. Alright, have a ton of pies.
Did Bonnie tell you to get me this? I swear, if she's been reading my diary again, she did it? Oh, now aren't you just the sweetest and most attentive thing?
She now really likes our gifts.
The other day, I went outside to get to watering, and one of those wild hogs was standing there. If it had been a snake, it would have bitten me. Looks like I'll have to get on the offensive. You'll help, of course, Huckleberry, won't you?
Absolutely. Bring your guns, bring your helicopters. It's time for a hog hunt.
I've never been much of an artist, but I can understand why people like painting flowers.
She just
They're
talks too
just
slow.
so peaceful and pretty. Brightens up anyone's day, I think. Kinda like what you do for me.
Aw, that's so sweet, Babybelle. In return, let's go on a moonlight date.
Jasmine is the scent of seduction and beauty. Can you smell it in the air, Huckleberry? I debated using it in my next wine, but it felt too intimate.
Elijah, women are expensive. Yes, they are.
Dandelions are such cheery and useful plants. I'd like to know who decided they were weeds. Is there some kind of flower mafia that makes these rules and then enforces them?
Oh, it's because they like getting in lawns and people have an unhealthy attachment to their lawns. Honestly, you know, I'm like with all the crazy greenies out there that are like, no, get rid of lawns and create natural yards. I'm with them. Natural yards are a plus. Although, the thing with lawns is that it's actually nice for kids to play in. Admittedly, don't have any of my own. But yeah. Anyway, Elijah, what you were saying about women being expensive. My folks have a joke. My mom is a very go-getter kind of person. My brother's wife, very not so much. She's a much more passive and more person. So we're joking. You know, my dad has a motivator, I don't have a motivator, and my brother has an anti-motivator. So, you know, like instead of working a second job like he does sometimes, he's just like, oh no, I need you at home, help with this, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, bro, go make money, you need it. Okay, let's keep talking.
Last year, I thought I'd enter the Watermelon Festival pageant, but got cold feet. Wouldn't do to have my little toes all a-shivering as I'm trying to dazzle the judges now, would it?
Might be literally cold feet, it seems.
Would you like to know my scarecrow's favorite fruit? It's strawberries.
Babybelle keeps dropping the hot puns.
Dandelions are... I've never been... Would you like... Last year... The other day, I went... My bandana? It's my favorite. My childhood dog had one too. We used to go round town matching. Bet you didn't know I was so fashion forward.
That does not sound like fashion. Sorry, baby.
Dandelions are... I remember a buzz about wine for cats. A buzz about wine ice cream. A buzz about wine-themed skincare. Buzz, buzz, buzz. If I get busy like a little honeybee, I can take advantage of all of this hype.
Go for it, Babybelle. Go make some money. Let's see. Jobs, legal, still the law is working. But it's making 39 billion per second for us, so, you know, can't complain there. Aside from, like, the whole lawyers are vampires kind of thing.
Last year, with the other day,
right, well,
I went outside to get
let's
the
go,
watering, and one
give
of
her
those.
some enchanted scarves.
Can I ask you something, Huckleberry? When you look at Bonnie and me, do I come across like a country bumpkin?
Nah, not at all.
Oh, you don't think so? Oh, I am just pleased as punch. She's so refined, and sometimes I just feel... You know what? It doesn't matter. You just made this girl's day.
Hooray!
The amount of time that we're spending together, well, it nearly feels like a courtship. Not that I'm against that, but, it's not like I'm picking out monogram towels for a bathroom already.
You know she is. You know she is. Alright, we're at 33 minutes. I think we have a good point to stop at. Let's just backtrack a quick bit to Nova.
Yo, let's crash the mall.
Still can't proceed.
Yeehaw!
Still can't
It's
proceed.
probably obvious to you by
15
now.
more minutes.
Well, that sweet face.
The amount
And
of time
Babybelle.
that we're spending... I've been had. I thought you were coming in for a little cuddle.
I tricked you, Babybelle. But on that note, we are out of time. So please like, follow, subscribe. Check me out on Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, and Kick. I will see you all next time. Until then, bye now.